I'm not a racist, preach the teacher. You still they never had this. Number one, them wanna run about the gun. I wasn't licensed to have one. The minute they see me, fear me. I'm the epitome, a public enemy. Use, abuse, without clues. I refuse to blow fuse. They even had it on the news. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Back when I wrote y'all, yes.
Thank you. Good evening, rich people. I gotta be honest, I feel like I'm at a casting call for Daddy Warbucks, and I'm not gonna get the job. Welcome, Your Eminence, President Trump, First Lady, random millionaires who are not yet billionaires. Welcome to the 79th Annual Al Smith Memorial Dinner. As you can, please give it up. Yes. As you can see how we're dressed, the theme again is let them eat cake. Now I understand some of you may recognize me as the guy who plays Tim Walz on SNL, but I want you to know that I'm gonna be fair and balanced tonight, and I'm gonna make jokes about both Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't address the elephant in the room. You know, you're all thinking about it. Let me just cut to the point and point out who's not here. And of course, I'm talking about the middle class. That filthy group of people. Right, Chuck? Do you know what I'm talking about? Can we have a round of applause for Chuck Schumer? Right? See, he does like being near microphones. Now, but seriously, this is a special night, people. This is the one night when Republicans and Democrats who used to be Republican and Republicans who used to be Democrats and independents and whatever Michael Bloomberg is now, we can... There he is, he's up there. I love how the front row doesn't even look at me. You know what I mean? Like, do those seats cost more? How much does it cost to not have to look at Gaffigan? That's my Bloomberg impression. I don't know about you. I think this is exciting. This is very exciting, right? We are 19 days until the election and likely a civil war. And, you know, I'm nervous. You know what I mean? It's like, this is my first civil war, guys. I don't own a musket. Have we decided who's wearing blue and who's wearing gray? Because I look better in blue because of my eyes, you know?
It got worse for the rich people sitting there. Just so you know, that front row was Ursula Burns. Letitia James was there too, by the way. That was interesting because he shouted her out. There was a lot of strange bedfellows in this memorial dinner. But Ursula Burns, former CEO of Xerox, first Black woman to lead a Fortune 500 company. She sat there when Trump got up. She didn't stand up. She didn't clap. She looked like I'm mad that I have to be here to look at this mother freaker. Like she was mean mugging when he got up. All right. She was sitting next to Mike Bloomberg. Sitting next to Mike Bloomberg on the other side was Robert Kraft, the owner of the Buffalo. What the hell is this team with the Tom Brady? New England Patriots. I don't care. I've never rooted for them, and I don't watch football anymore. That was the front row, right? On one side of the dais. And RFK Jr. was there on behind him with Cheryl, who I thought was getting a divorce from him, but his wife was there, and she was there, and they were hugged up and smiling. I was like, man, this fame is a hell of a drug. I'm gonna say less. Didn't he just get busted cheating on? Anyway, I'm gonna mind my business. That's their relationship.
Right.
That's their relationship. However they figure that out, that's their business. Melania was there.
Knocking it down.
Oh my goodness. You stupid. That room was wild though. It was wild. Yeah. He even made a comment because we just talked about Robert Wood Johnson, the heir to the Johnson & Johnson empire. Yeah. He was there as well. And Gaffigan said, it's nice to see the heir of Johnson & Johnson here. You know, he signed a quarterback that didn't want to take a vaccine. That's interesting that you're the head of a pharmaceutical company. And I never put that together because we just talked about him last week.
Woody Johnson.
Yep. Woody Johnson. So I was it was a room packed full of billionaires and people with a lot of money and some Catholics, I guess.
What were they too. Now, what was the purpose of this? I know you said it's a memorial, but are they like raising money for
since 1946 they've held this dinner and raised millions of dollars, and you would think in a room like that they should have raised billions of dollars since 1946. Gaffigan was saying that they raised 10 million. I'm like, that's snot change. I mean, Ursula Burns is worth $6.4 billion. Just to put it in perspective, a black woman's worth $6.4 billion. We never talk about her. Y'all talk about Oprah. Ursula Burns got 3 times more money than Oprah, but that's okay. We'll just let Ursula Burns live.
How you doing?
Hey, Oprah, but you're not as rich as Ursula Burns, but that's okay. I don't even know how she made her money, that much money, but I'm going to mind my business. That said, this dinner has been going on since 1946, raising millions of dollars for vulnerable women and children. It's a Catholic fund. It has since 1960 featured every political party figure, most major political party presidential nominees. Kamala Harris couldn't show. There was a lot of jokes about her not showing up, but I actually didn't think she needed to show up because she left a video featuring Molly Shannon. Remember her, the one that puts SNL. Superstar. Yeah, she's So she did a little skit with Molly Shannon, which was kind of clever because Molly Shannon's a very Catholic-y person, and it was cute. And she gave a little speech, and then she looked into the camera and knocked it out the park. And I was like, it's much better than being there, having to be phony with these people.
Yeah, while they roasting you, you know, like because they're gonna have to roast you too, or else it's gonna feel like it's not really, you know, what it's supposed to be about. Yeah.
And Trump gave, told some jokes that were written by the Fox people. That's what the report said, that Fox News wrote his speech, speech for him.
I'm surprised he was able to deliver the speech without going off track, because that's been his thing lately. He's been a lot of off track.
Which tells you something, because he's in a room of his desired peers.
Yeah.
Like legitimate billionaires, not folk that have gone bankrupt 6 times, and like legitimate billionaires, and Eric Adams. So there was a joke about, Gaffigan delivered a joke. He said, Eric Adams is here, sponsored by Turkish Airlines. I mean, it was just like, bam, he was hitting everybody. Everybody got punched, and it was beautiful. But so it was that room, right? So it was almost like he was trying to be on his P's and Q's. And he even mentioned, he said, this is not my normal crowd. So it also tells you that y'all Trump MAGA cult members, he's playing with y'all in your face, because he doesn't have to behave that way. Right. But he believes that's what you expect, and that's all you deserve, is him rambling, swaying to the music. He could do anything. Like he said, shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue. Y'all still gonna rock with him. He literally delivered lines last night. I was like, oh, okay. So you do know how to, you know how to, because there was a teleprompter there. So you can read, and you can stay on script or message.
Right. Huh.
30 minutes. I watched the whole thing, by the way.
Well, if anything about Donald Trump is true, is that he knows how to operate within the confines of a Hollywood script. You know what I mean? Like, that's really his claim to fame. The Apprentice, stuff like that, appearing on Home Alone 1. Like, as much as they claim to hate Hollywood and liberals and all this stuff, he damn sure was one of them celebrities with no claim to fame, and they just threw him in as president.
Well, Smith reminded me it was Home Alone 2.
2, my bad.
Yeah, no, that's all right. This is why this is a live radio show. If we don't get at least 10 things wrong in the first 10 minutes, I don't even believe that we should be here. So and we get it right because we can correct ourselves because that's what it means to be a human being. I'm gonna play one Trump clip. I'm apologize ahead of time. But I thought it was he actually landed a joke. I was like, okay, maybe sort of landed. Play it, Smiz.
There's a group called White Dudes for Harris. Have you seen this? White Dudes for Harris. Anybody know? Are some of you here? White Dudes for Harris? Doesn't sound like it. But I'm not worried about them at all because their wives and their wives' lovers are all voting for me.
Landed that, right?
Every one of those people is voting for me. And as you may have seen, Kamala did an interview on Fox News yesterday. It went so poorly for her that the Democrats have been forced to install another 100 drop boxes throughout the city. And the upside really is Kamala now sees the benefit of deportation. She wants to deport people. She's vicious. She wants to deport people, and she wants to start by deporting Brett Baier of Fox. It's an interesting interview last night, huh? A major issue in this race is child care, and Kamala has put forward a concept of a plan. A lot of people don't like it. The only piece of advice I would have for her in the event that she wins would be not to let her husband, Doug, anywhere near the nannies. Just keep them away. That's a nasty one. That's nasty.
Yeah, it's like he just read it and was like, "That's nasty." Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he never saw that script before he got on that stage.
No, he didn't. He did. He was like, "What? Oh, y'all hit me with that one." I just wanted to say that no, she loves Brett Baier. Brett Baier made her look amazing, and to me, it also illustrates how he's messaging.
Yeah.
To even categorize that interview with Brett Baier as anything other than horrible for Brett Baier and Fox, like it made her look amazing.
Even the joke, the reason I kind of was like, is because the joke about the drop boxes, you have to be so into the like right-wing MAGA conspiracy hive that they have about all this like fake election stealing stuff. You have to be so involved in that. That's the only way you think that's funny, because comedy relies on a shared set of facts, which we no longer have in America. So a joke like that would bomb everywhere. That's not just some MAGA people. There's some MAGA people, I'm sure, in that crowd that was like, "Oh, he got him," but like everyone else is like, "What the hell is he talking about? Drop boxes?"
Right. I didn't understand that either.
Yeah,
but I did think that he got that one off with the
white
the white dudes.
That was funny.
That was Trump. I mean, Fox did a good job with that one.
He still kind of mumbled through the joke. I wish he.
Well, somebody said he was probably on that drug that they give him when they want him to behave for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, he needed a little more punch in his punchline. He kind of mumbled through. Like I said, it sounded like to me like he never seen it before, and so
he was reading it for the first time. Absolutely,
yeah.
But he can read, because I was suspecting that he couldn't read. So I have to reevaluate my view of whether
the cadence was a little choppy for me. But
yes,
I shout out to the writer of that first joke.
Yes, and he did an interview at Fox, and somebody showed it. He's on the couch, that Fox couch where Fox and Friends. It's white, and they had a black towel underneath him.
What was that about?
Someone said just in case he pooped on himself. Apparently, he actually does poop on himself. I didn't believe that was true, but I saw the black towel. Yep, Smiz. I guess that happens. Happens. It's public knowledge. Like, everybody is in on the thing. Like, I'm like, are we not gonna? Are we okay with this? Is this not gonna be something we're gonna talk about publicly?
That's a lot happening right there. I don't know about that.
All right, I'm gonna play one more. This is one of the best jokes that Jim Gaffigan. I mean, he got off a lot, but this one resonated with me because Trump was sitting right there as he did this one. Play it, number 2.
This is, of course, a historic race for many reasons, right? If Vice President Harris wins this election, not only would she be the first female president, a black woman would occupy the White House, a former Trump resident. Obviously, you wouldn't be renting to her. I mean, that would never happen anyway. Maybe if Doug did the signing.
Ooh, I said, whoa. And Trump laughed. Trump laughed at that.
Because it's true.
Yeah.
He's like, he's right. I wouldn't.
I would be right.
What I say, shared set of facts. It
Right.
make everything funny if long as we can agree that we talk about a premise that's based on the truth. And apparently Donald Trump subconsciously or consciously agreed that is the truth.
My days are cooler, nights are warmer, and I put the blame on you. Time moves slow, but my heart beats faster. When these eyes are looking right at you, you give me something to believe in, just what I needed. You're the closest.